If you have been looking to launch your online course and you don't know where to start and you don't know what you need, well, today I'm sharing the 3 important steps that you need to take to launch your online course. I don't want you launching to crickets, and I don't want you to make some of the mistakes I made along the way so that you can get the best results. So let's go ahead and dive right into what these 3 steps are so that you can create a winning game plan for your course and get the eyes and the traffic and business that it deserves. All right, let's do this. Corporate Misfits, Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Corporate Misfit Club channel, where I help female coaches, course creators, and consultants to build a freedom-bound business through course creation, memberships, automation, funnels, and so much more. So if you're ready to stop trading time for money, then you are definitely in the right place, so we can get you to a place where you're sharing your value and your expertise with the world and so much more. Okay, so today I'm talking all about the 3 important steps that you need to take in order for you to launch your online course successfully so that you are not running into some of the pitfalls that I see so many course creators make throughout their launch journey. What usually happens is that as course creators and coaches and consultants, we are in our zone of genius when we are making our content and creating a teaching style that will help our customers to get a result. But ultimately, we forget all about the launch and all about the marketing and building the audience, and we end up falling flat with our launches if we don't take time to implement some of these things. So let me break down these 3 steps. But before I do, make sure you download my 4-phase framework to help you with your upcoming course launch. After working with thousands of coaches and course creators to help them to launch their memberships, coaching programs, or online courses, I have seen the ins and outs when it comes to course launches. I have found that if you don't put certain things into place, your course launch might be an absolute flop, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's dive into these 3 important steps that you need to take to have the best success within your upcoming course launch. The first thing is that you need to make a launch plan. It helps you to identify what content you need to make within your pre-launch and how you can connect it to your upcoming course. It also helps you to identify what you're going to do during your launch phase. What special events are you hosting? What webinars, challenges, or 4-part video series are you going to do to help you to be able to promote your upcoming product? What countdowns are you going to have, or what email sequences? You want to be clear on what your launch game plan is going to be so that when you're implementing the strategy, you're not guessing and hoping that it sticks. You're able to create all the assets that are needed ahead of time. You're able to focus on putting forth effort in these areas so that you get the best results. So the second step that you want to take so that you get great results within your launch is to pre-sell your course. So a lot of times we like to keep our course a secret because we're afraid that it's not ready, and we're terrified that if someone jumps in, they are going to absolutely hate it. Like, it's not going to be to par. So we just keep it a secret. We don't tell our audience about it. We don't focus on doing any pre-launch content or things like that to help them get excited about what's to come. And we wait until everything's absolutely perfect and we put it out into the world. And guess what happens? No one comes, no one joins. We might have a few people, but it's not what you thought it would be. So instead, what you want to do is you want to open up the doors to your program, even if it's not complete yet, and you want to pre-sell it and let people know that ultimately you were going to open up the doors on a specific day of when they can access this content. So for example, let's say you're hosting a challenge, and your challenge is all about what your course is going to dive deeper into within the actual program. So instead of opening up the doors to the program immediately after the challenge, what you can do is you can let people know that they can go ahead and start buying the program and that the doors are going to open on a specific date and time. This helps you to start generating some revenue, make any tweaks behind the scenes if need be, and ultimately have customers that are actually in your program before you even open it up to the general public. This is a great way to create some VIP money and also get revenue in and get people to your course before you open the doors. So take some time to pre-sell. The third most important step to launching your online course is to make sure you're preparing your offer. So I see a lot of people kind of skip over this whenever they are going into launch mode. They don't test their sales page, they don't test their checkouts, they don't reread their emails to make sure there's no glitches or issues with some of the call to action links. Instead, they just kind of put some stuff out into the world and they never go and check it, and then they send it out, and then they have all of these issues during launch phase. So launch phase is usually kind of crazy if you don't do a double check on things. You'll find that either a link isn't working, you'll find that maybe there's some typos in emails, you'll find that maybe the countdown is not at the right timer, and there's just so many things that can happen when you go into launch mode. So I want you to prepare your offer in advance, and I want you to test your offer and make sure everything is working. So if you're using my favorite platform, Kajabi, it makes it so simple for you to test your sales page, your emails, your offers, and all of that all in one place. And it just makes it easy for you to know that everything is working, so you can feel confident when you put your product out into the world. The worst thing that can happen is that maybe you're asleep and people are trying to buy your product and the checkout is not working, or the sales page is not going to the checkout. That can be an absolute disaster, and it can also cost you a sale or sales. So I want you to think about, how can I go through my entire product, test things out, make sure everything is functioning before I put it out into the world, and ultimately get the best results and make sure technology is not an issue when it comes to my launch. So there you have it. Those are 3 important steps that you need to take in your upcoming launch. Make sure that you pre-sell, make sure you create a launch strategy, and also make sure you test everything out and really focus on getting your offer ready so that when you put it out into the world, customers are not emailing you like crazy. So before you dive into your actual launch creation, go ahead and download my 4-phase framework to help you launch, to ensure that you're on the right path. You can download that below, and it will walk you through each of the phases within your launch. And also, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that notification so that you can be notified of some of our upcoming videos. Now, in the comment section, let me know if you are about to launch your online course, and also if these 3 steps helped you and which one you are going to start implementing immediately so that you can set up your launch for success. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.